Hey all, it's Chris from Meats, Beats, and Bubbles, and I wanted to show you guys how you can make some spaghetti squash breadsticks. I made these before and I was amazed at how tasty they were. And great for low calorie. You can even use, it calls for almond flour. I didn't have any almond flour, so you can substitute regular all-purpose flour. You just use a little bit less. And I'll post the recipe up on the blog, and you can find it in the usual ways. I'll also post it the link on YouTube after I do that. So in my bowl in here I have an egg, I have some Italian seasoning, I have a 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella. I thought I bought Monterey Jack, but apparently I was in a hurry and didn't pay any attention. So I ended up with mozzarella. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? You use a whole cup, but you got to sprinkle more on the top. So Italian seasoning, all-purpose flour. Again, it calls for the almond flour, and you know that's great too, especially if you want to be gluten-free. So you just use 3 tablespoons instead of 4 on the all-purpose flour. And then I had already cooked spaghetti squash, and we had some pasta the other night, and I used the spaghetti squash. I love spaghetti squash. So a lot of people maybe are like, I miss the pasta. Actually, my daughter did miss the pasta a little bit, but anyway, so in here we've got all these ingredients going. We're just going to give it a little mix till it's mixed good and incorporated really well. I guess I could have done this ahead so you don't have to see me here stirring like a mad woman here. So we want it just, the egg and the flour will be the binder. And I just want to get it all incorporated. And then we are going to put it on a cookie sheet that has been lined with parchment paper. That stuff is amazing. I used to just use cooking spray, but these days I pretty much do parchment paper, and it helps me with the cleanup. It's not as hard. For one, it's super easy because you just, pitch it in the trash and usually get your veggies onto just use it, slide them out into your serving platter, and then I just throw the parchment away, and it doesn't have all the sticky roasted bits that are really hard to scrub off of there. So that is my tip for you guys. So here's my parchment lined paper, and we're gonna just dump this on, and this is where we get to use our hands, have a little fun. I know maybe some people that's not so much fun, but it is for me. Okay, so let's get this on here. So we are going to get it into about a 9-inch oval, so about a 1/4 inch thick. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to run over and wash my hands real quick because it's pretty sticky. And it's just amazing. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So let me give my hands a little bit of a wash there. All right, so here we go. We are going to put this in the oven. The oven is at it's 450 because my oven actually is off. So that's another thing, guys. Calibrate your ovens. Preheat it, then leave it go for 30 minutes and check with the thermometer and make sure it's actually at temp. That's why my stuff wasn't baking properly, especially my baked goods. So anyway, we're going to throw this in there. It's going to go in for 15 minutes. I will not yak at you for 15 minutes though. But what I will tell you is you use a whole cup of mozzarella. So I've got the rest here in my tip for a pie tin for prepping. You can find that on another of my videos, kitchen gadgets. So I've got that set aside, and then you need a little bit of chopped fresh parsley, just as kind of a garnish. And then another tip for y'all too is this works for flour when you need to measure flour out. Anything that's got a tendency to maybe, it's gonna fall all over. And I did the Parmesan. So I grated, it's a 1/4 cup of Parmesan that I grated, and I just grated it on some wax paper. So that way when you want to pour it in your bowl or just to keep it contained, just do that. And then when you're done, you just pitch it and you're done. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to let that go for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to sprinkle it with the cheeses, and we're going to sprinkle it also at the end with the parsley, not while it goes back in. So it'll go back in for after you sprinkle the cheese for about 7 more minutes. Lower the temperature just a bit and let them cool so you don't give yourself a blister when you're trying to eat it. If you're impatient, that's no fun. So anyway, guys, I will post this, and then I will add some pictures to it, and hopefully you guys will give this one a try. As always, comment. Let me know if you've tried it, if you like it, if you have a change you would suggest. You could find me meatsbeatsandbubbles.com. You can find me on YouTube. Hit the like and subscribe on there. You can also find me on Instagram and on Facebook. But until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, not goodbye.